It's Wednesday.
It is. It is that time.
Oh, what's that time?
Midweek Mountains.
Ooh, Midweek Mountains.
Yep.
Here we are. Oh, look, pickleball. I had to move my chair up just a little because I was like this much shorter than Corey, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to put my chair up a little bit.
Yeah.
But here we
9 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8.5. Anyways, do you know it's that time again?
It is that time again.
Do you know what time it is?
I know what time it is.
Do you guys know? It's April.
Yep.
And what
do we do every April?
Oh, if you guys don't know, you haven't been watching long enough.
Yeah.
I'm a little ornery tonight.
A little.
Yeah.
Just a little.
That's okay.
Okay.
Can you accept that? You think you can handle
that
tonight?
I have to. Don't have a choice.
Well, all right. So if you are out there watching, tell us who you are or where are you watching from, and say hello.
Jump in the comments. Say hello.
Because this is all engagement and interacting.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, because I can't hang out with him for a full hour.
That's for sure.
Yeah, we need some people and some, throwing in some fun stuff.
Well, here's some fun stuff.
Ooh. Are you gonna let the cat out of the bag?
I guess.
I know. You cannot keep secret.
I can't keep secrets.
No,
I'm bad at keeping secrets. But
we
had some exciting news yesterday.
Oh wait, what? Yesterday?
Yesterday, yes.
It was yesterday.
Well,
it was Tuesday.
Like I
we
said,
went bowling yesterday. What kind of exciting news did we have yesterday?
We hit 600 subscribers yesterday.
Oh, well, you told me that today. So
I told you
was exciting news today.
You know the way it goes. Subscribers come and they disappear.
I know.
And I want to make sure that it lasted 2 days.
That's true.
And
That's true.
Yeah, so we're actually over 600. We got a couple more today. So
so exciting. Thank you, everybody.
Absolutely. Thanks to everybody who has taken the time to hit that subscribe button.
Yes.
So you see our videos come up on your feed, especially if you hit the notification bell, then you get notified of all the videos that we put out. So.
My dad was like, why do I keep getting this notification? How do I turn that off? And I'm like, you don't turn it off, Dad.
Good evening, Bud Files. Welcome in.
Welcome in.
So we had so much fun last week playing around with AI music.
Oh, yeah. He has not stopped.
I have not stopped. No, I've been playing with it all week long.
Every couple of days, he's like, oh, I made a song for that.
Listen to this song.
Well, and you know what? I have made a beach vibes playlist. So I used to listen to it a lot more before vacations, but I've been listening to it a lot because we've been traveling a lot. But anyway, he played a song for me today that he made, a Maarten song, and it was very reggae-ish, kind of islandish. And I was like, you need to send these songs to me so that I can put this in my beach
playlist. There you go.
Because they're pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. In fact, some of my learning. I learned that there are special GPTs in ChatGPT.
GPT? What's a GPT?
I don't know what it stands for.
You're supposed to know those things, Mr. Research Guy.
I don't know. Doesn't matter. But
well, it does matter because you're talking about GPTs. Nobody knows what a GPT is.
Well, everybody knows what ChatGPT is.
Well, okay.
All right. GPT is whatever it stands for. I don't know. I'm not that into it.
Can we make it up? General P, is it B or P? GP. G.
P.
PT. All right. General
purpose
tutorials.
Technology. I don't know. Technology. There you go. Yeah. General purpose technology.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
For those that don't know better, that's what it is. Hey.
Good evening.
Or
good morning. Down under cruisers. Hey, ChatGPT. Well, it can be very helpful.
It can.
I use it for lots of different things. Just trying to get inspiration on you name it. I need to come up with a name for a new beer or something.
You go to ChatGPT for that too?
Sure. Heather Frazier, generative pre-trained transformer.
Oh.
There we go. We got
Do-
someone with
do-
the knowledge
do
in
you
here.
know who that is?
No.
I believe it's our Heather.
Oh, okay.
She has a different name on
Different.
here.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, hello and welcome in, Heather.
Welcome
Thank
in.
you for
Welcome in.
educating
Yes.
us. Yes.
So anyway, yes, we are going to St. Martin on Sunday.
I mean, you just dropped the bomb. You're supposed to say, well, do you know what it is? What time it is?
Hello, back to you, Heather. Let's see. Down Under says it's a pain when students use it to answer questions they should be researching.
Well, yeah.
There is that. Yes.
And you know.
And
well,
there's
hello,
Rob.
Mr. Rob.
My
How
assistant
are you?
brewer is in watching.
And our assistant taproom
And
manager.
our taproom manager. Yep.
Yep. So yes, and then that's the same as the Cliff Notes. I would think
Yeah,
that
I mean,
ChatGPT is better than the
When
Cliff
I was
Notes,
coming
though.
up, it was Cliff Notes.
When you were coming up.
When I was in high school, yeah, it was
That was
those
a long
little
time
yellow and black books that read the Cliff Notes for all those books that I didn't read in high school.
I can't believe it.
it.
Well, hello, Seth.
Yeah, I was bad. I was supposed to read The Great Gatsby. I was supposed to read.
You could
all
have just
these
done what I
different
did,
books,
and just not read it.
Yeah. Well,
And I mean, I graduated. Anyway.
I didn't read
we
it.
don't
I
need
read
to
the
talk
Cliff
about that.
Notes
Yeah,
because those kind of books were boring to me. Now I'd probably read them. Just
you haven't read them? Still?
No, I still haven't.
Oh,
The
you
Great
guys,
Gatsby.
do you think that he should read them now? He listens to books.
I listen to books
you're not
all
plugged in.
day, every day.
Every day,
Yeah.
all day. And I even said today to Heather, I was like, don't just, think that he is, sees that or is paying attention to that, because he's plugged in all the time and he's in his own little bubble. Mm-hmm. He'll look at me and he'll be like, yes. I'll be like, hey, blah, 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 blah.
Well,
yes.
You got to realize, guys, I had a job for years where I sat at a desk.
I
worked on a computer, and
a
lot of the time I was sitting there waiting for the phone to ring so I could answer it, help someone
You
with their
read books
problem.
at that time. You didn't listen to them.
Yes, exactly. I would have my Kindle on my desk, and I would read a book while I was sitting there bored out of my skull, waiting for someone to call me because they needed help with their computer.
Then I would call and nobody would answer.
Yeah. Yeah, we worked at the same place.
I didn't have that luxury.
Laurie
in any
would call.
job that I had, I could not read.
Yeah, Laurie would
been
call,
busy, yes.
and nobody would answer the phone.
Because my problems were genuine problems. And you were the only one that could fix my problems.
6 guys on our help desk at that company, and they would see the name come up on the phone, and they would let it ring. And let it ring.
Not always,
and I was
but
like,
yes.
All right, I guess I'm going to have to answer this one because I know it's going to be a pain in the butt to try to figure out what her problem is.
Let me just let you all know that I was fairly computer literate.
She was.
And I did my due diligence before I called. So they knew that there was going to be an open ticket. And nobody wanted an open ticket.
Yeah, it wasn't just.
You had to research it.
Why don't we try rebooting your computer and see what happens?
I did that already. Yeah, thanks.
Already done that.
You know how many times I had to re-image my computer? Oh, yeah. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that stuff.
Subject,
yes, exactly. Let's come back.
Yeah.
Let's go back.
Back on track.
Yes, we're going to St. Martin.
We are. We are flying out for our week in St. Martin on Sunday.
Yeah, we sure are.
And just like we did last year, we're coming here to you guys to see if you have any suggestions of things that we can do this year.
Or things that you want to see.
Yeah. Or things that you want to see on St. Martin.
So last year, we were talking about Bloody Marys. There was this place called the Morgan that had a $20 Bloody Mary that had filet mignon, shrimp,
lobster,
bacon, like all of this stuff on there. And I had never had a Bloody Mary. And so we had to do the Bloody Mary challenge.
All right, we've got a comment here, and doesn't have anything to do with St. Martin.
That's okay.
All right, Down Under Cruiser. So he says he was told by the Helen Mob that you folks will be coming down under for the 29th of December, 2026, New Year's Eve, Great Barrier Reef cruise that we are putting on.
Oh
Correct,
my
or were they
God.
spinning an April Fool's stunt?
You know, if that was 2027, it would be a better chance. But there's no way we could do it 2026.
2026 is gonna be.
That's too soon.
Yeah,
I think
'cause
they
we're
were
already
spinning an April
flying.
Fool's stunt.
We've already got one kind of big trip planned for next year, so I'm not sure. I can't wait to get down to Australia, though.
That is definitely on our list. We
mean,
promise. I know we keep saying it, but we will.
yes,
We will.
We will one day.
December 2026. God, I'd love to make that happen. But we do have a big trip planned next year, so
it goes into 2027. Yeah.
You know, that might be closer. Maybe we go January 1st, 2020. January 2nd, because first
slow
is too
time
busy,
of the
but,
year.
yeah, we got to do January 2nd.
Maybe. January 2nd.
January 1st busy.
Huh?
January 1st is busy. So January 2nd, we can go. Maybe.
It's not that busy. It's just New Year's Day.
New Year's Day is busy. Although we have a great staff that handles it. And
Yeah, we do.
It's really kind of nice. They allow us to go on that vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they don't hate us too much. Maybe we'll have to buy them some gifts this year.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Um,
So some of the things we've done in the past in St. Martin is we did the pirate tour.
The pirate tour. Yeah. That's
jet boats. A speedboat. Yeah.
Those are always awesome. Of course, we're going to be a bit restricted, maybe I'll say this year, because our daughter, son-in-law, and 2 granddaughters,
2 and 4,
are going to be staying with us at the timeshare. You know, the past few years, we've got this 2-bedroom timeshare, and it's just us in 1 bedroom because no one's come with us.
Yeah.
So this will be the first time.
They tried to come a couple of years ago and wasn't able to make it. Yeah. Their flight was canceled. And then they couldn't. They had to go all the way to California and then all the way back.
Yeah, they had some kind of crazy things that they were trying to make them do to just make it.
So they ended up not coming.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a little bit difficult to find an excursion if we all go together that we can all go on.
Yeah.
So,
but just because
I'd love to do the jet boats, but.
Well, and just because of that doesn't mean that you guys can't make a suggestion for us to do.
I mean,
I don't see any suggestions coming.
No, I don't. But I don't think I'll go back for that Bloody Mary again. It was good, but I mean, it was okay. I'm not a big Bloody Mary fan.
I did like the filet and the shrimp and the bacon.
Yeah,
I
mean, that was good. That's the only thing that really
was worth the $20 right there.
For sure.
And of course, we did some research on pickleball.
Yes,
we are bringing our pickleball stuff. With surprise. Look. Woo. Oh wait, should I show my shirt?
Yeah.
Here, hold on. I gotta find the camera. Okay.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, I mean, and so that's pretty cool. The place that we first played pickleball.
Oh my God, that's where it all started.
It all started last year. In St. Martin. We got invited by some folks that we met on an excursion out to pickleball courts right there in Maho.
Today about contacting them and saying, "Hey, it's because of you that we are addicts now."
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Don't start playing pickleball unless you're willing to become addicted to it.
Yeah. So there's a court that you could play every day.
Yeah. So we can get a week-long membership there, which was cool.
Yep.
And they've got open play every day from 8 to 10:30. So.
And you want to do it that early because
it gets
hottest
hot.
part of the day is between 10 and 2. Whereas like where we live, the hottest part of the day is at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
So it's quite different.
But yeah, so that'll be a good way to start our days. Get some exercise.
And then they also have open play in the evening too, right?
Yeah. At least a couple of evenings. We'll have to see exactly when it is, but
well, You better start learning because we're coming.
Yes, we will come down under. In fact, they just had PPA Australia not that long ago, just a few weeks ago.
Not surprised that you know that.
Yep. And a lot of the U.S. pros went down there. Actually signed a couple of Australian pros to the U.S. PPA tour. So
pretty cool.
Yeah. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
Fun game. I mean, best thing about it is it's just so approachable for anyone. You know,
it can
you
be.
don't have to be super athletic. It's very easy to learn, very hard to master.
That's why Corey still likes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we'll be playing pickleball.
Yeah.
I haven't made plans yet to revisit the Jet Blast Challenge.
You're gonna do it 3 years in a row?
Maybe I can talk Winston into going out there with me.
Oh, you definitely can. Well, I don't know. I mean,
that's our son-in-law.
They're on the straight and narrow now, so I don't know if you would do that straight.
I don't know. Oh, we've got Darian in. Welcome in, Darian.
Howdy to all. Hi, Darian. Welcome in. So, if you were late to the party, which you're driving, so you're just listening, we are looking to get some ideas,
suggestions, anything that you guys want to see in St. Martin
that you want us to do.
I mean, last year, honestly, a lot of times we do about the same thing because St. Martin's kind of a small island. So there's only so many places you can go, so many things you can see. We went to most of the beaches that we'd never been to before last year.
Yeah, we did a lot of beach hopping last year.
Beach hopping last year.
Yeah.
The one thing that we haven't done that I kind of would like to do is to do the big zip line in Phillipsburg.
You'll be on your own with that, but the kids will probably do that. I'll hang with the grandkids.
So maybe one day we'll go to Phillipsburg and try doing that. Let's see here. Will you folks be able to meet up with us at the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise in Miami, even if only for the meetup?
When is that?
Kind of depends on where it is. I mean, Miami is like a long way away from us, but because we live up in the mountains in North Carolina. But
where is that? The New Year's?
Darian says he's planning on being there. So
where are we? Where is it? Like when?
Yeah, I don't have the details on that Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, but
November 29th.
29th. Okay.
We don't have anything.
We don't have anything in November.
I mean, I could potentially
you could look
visit
into
my
it.
dad. That makes it easy to go to Florida because we have a place to stay.
Yeah. Might have to research that a little bit, but
yeah. Can you give us some information back channel or something?
Yeah.
Or however that works?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
So yes, it's possible.
Possible. We'll see. So yeah, I kind of would like to do that. We've kind of done the breweries in St. Martin piecemeal.
Yeah.
We've been to.
We kind of talked about going back and doing some brewery stuff that we haven't. We did the XSM last year with Roselle.
Yep. The Traveling Island Girl. And before we started YouTube, we went to the other one.
That's where you want to go to now or this year.
Yeah, that's right in Phillipsburg. So
yeah,
it'd be good to go to that.
Yeah, we talked about that.
And then we could go back and visit our friends at Pelican Brewing potentially. So let's see. So Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. Anyone interested? They're on the Encore.
November 28th.
Meet up on November 28th.
So I think that's the Friday after Thanksgiving, if I'm correct.
Darian says, meet me in Ocala, and I'll drive us all to the meetup. Okay. Oh. Well, it's only about 10 hours from us by car. So anyway, so we'll have to see what we can do. We went to the carnival that one year, but that was kind of a
I don't know
special
when
thing.
it is this year.
Yeah,
Did you look it
it
up?
always ends up being like a week or two after we're there.
Yeah.
So
there
is
won't
when
be
it
any
starts,
carnival.
So that probably won't happen.
That was, I mean, all of the wings or smoking barbecue style.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Friday after Thanksgiving. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You've been wanting to go back to Saba.
I have been wanting to go back to Saba because it is a cool little island. You can take a ferry over from St. Maarten. Saba is the island that was it was Skull Island in the original King Kong from the 30s. Cool island.
Hello, welcome in.
Welcome
Foodies
in,
Vacations.
Foodies. They built a road from one side of the island to the other. They said it was called the road that could not be built.
Oh, and let me tell you what, it's narrow.
Very narrow
and steep.
Steep road because you've got a volcanic mountain, dormant volcano basically is the center of the island. So super steep, and got an airport on one side of the island and a little port on the other side of the island, and a medical school right up in the saddle of the mountain. So that's pretty cool.
Is that something that we can share, Darian?
Well, he put it in chat, so
okay.
I mean, anybody can look at the chat. So, speaking of meetups, he's hosting the Silver Spring State Park meetup on August 30th. Cool. So, yeah, maybe we can potentially
that might be hard.
do that.
That might be hard this year.
It might be. It might be hard with the kids because they'll be bored.
Because it's a couple hours over there.
Yeah, it's a pretty long ride, ferry over there, and then you basically get a taxi or something that takes you from one side of the island to the other.
Yeah,
maybe and stops in a couple of places.
And we basically said that we would let the kids decide whatever they wanted to do, that we would do with them.
Yeah, I mean, there's some things that I'd love to do.
But if you guys tell us that you want us to do something or whatever, we have to do it. Well,
we're not getting many suggestions, so
I know nobody's saying anything. So, what are you gonna do? Ask your chat GPT or whatever?
Oh, I've already talked to Chat GPT for suggestions.
Of course you have. So what are you doing then?
Well, I'm gonna go back in here.
He's doing research, y'all.
I'm gonna go into
I'm on the tag as I'm on the road. Okay, yeah, we put it up there.
And
no, we don't want to listen to any more of your songs.
You don't want to listen to any songs?
No. Do you guys want to hear more songs from?
Well, maybe they'd want to hear the.
Thank you. Is that a yes? You want to hear more songs, or a yes, just safe travels?
This looks like it's locked up. Let's try to reload that.
Destination Fun. Hello.
Destination Fun. Welcome in.
We haven't really had any storms. We had on Monday, but we needed the rain, and they finally lifted the burn ban for what was the outpost buildings or something like that. Yeah. So Sherry, we are looking for suggestions on what you guys want to see or what you'd like us to do this year. And we talked about the Bloody Mary challenge and what we did last year. And I think it was you that suggested that last year, if my memory serves me, a year later.
Yeah.
I can't promise anything, though.
She did.
I know.
All right. So
you'll have to get people to say that.
Going to storm in Kentucky tonight.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, be safe in the storm.
So, since we're headed to St. Maarten anyway, we're talking about St. Maarten.
Okay, well, we're doing that. But what do we? There's tornadoes in Tennessee. Okay. Well, everybody who's ever in Tennessee,
hey.
Yeah, be careful, everyone. Be safe in the storms. Hunker down.
All right, so
Charge all your electronics. Put some water in your bathtub. I know you want to do this, guys. There's no containing him. I can't do it.
it's fun.
They might not think it's fun.
You guys like to hear music, unique,
You're
one of a kind music.
at least 1 to 2 people have to say yes, they want to hear it, or
All
you
right.
cannot play
Okay,
it.
I won't play it unless.
Corey made a song for St. Martin
I did.
and would like to play it if anybody would like to hear it.
Well, let me tell you the story behind it.
Oh, yes,
Okay,
please do.
so-
See,
and I-
Sherry likes you.
There you go,
Oh,
Sherry. Like
she's showing favoritism
Look at
now.
there.
You're supposed to be my bestie.
So I found out that there are specific Suno
We got 2 yeses. All right, so go ahead.
Suno programmed command prompts within ChatGPT. So if you go into the custom GPTs and you search for Suno, they'll come up. So you can put a lot more into your prompt in there and tell it, okay, I want a song about this with this vibe, blah, 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 blah. And you have a lot more control and have it create the lyrics. Then you can take those lyrics from ChatGPT, import them over into Suno, and tell Suno what kind of music you want. And then ChatGPT will even give you the prompts and things.
You got your 2 yeses, so I guess we're gonna listen to it.
I asked ChatGPT to create the lyrics. I had Suno create the song, and let me share this window right here to make sure that everybody can hear it, because I believe if I play the song in this window that it should.
Which one are you playing?
I'll play this one first, because whenever you create a song, it creates 2. So we'll play this one.
He's got his something or other.
Yeah, and let me turn that to the external so we can hear it.
There you go.
Sunshine, blue waves, feel the breeze, yeah, yeah. Wake up to the sunrise on Maho Beach. Planes flying low, almost close enough to reach. Barefoot in the sand, rum punch in my hand, dancing to the rhythm of a steel drum band. Over on the Dutch side, party never ends. French side got that Creole blend. From Grand Case flavors to Simpson Bay nights, let me show you island life. St. Martin, oh sweet island breeze. Sipping on guava berry under the palm trees. Sunset over marigold, love in the air. No worries, just laughter, we don't have a care. We're island paradise. Sunshine, blue waves, feel the breeze, yeah. Cruising to Pinel, got my snorkel tight. Sea turtles gliding in the turquoise light. Gotta stop by Lottery Farm, zip line high, then chill out calm.
All right, that's a minute and a half.
All right. Well,
I told him that he had to give me that song so I can put it in my Beach Vibes playlist.
yeah.
I like it. I mean, and I was listening to it, and of course, it would say some things, and I'd be like, "Oh, what about that?" Or
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool.
It
the
is kind of cool
berry
because
and the Pinel Island.
yeah, I didn't tell it any of those things. I just said St. Martin.
Really.
Yeah. So
You didn't say Grand Case and Simpson Bay.
I did not say Grand Case or Simpson Bay.
And those are places
or
that
talk
we
about
frequent.
Maho Beach and the planes flying overhead.
Yeah.
Low enough to reach. All those things ChatGPT came up with. Just finding stuff on the internet, I guess. And so it kind of captured a lot of the things that we know about St. Martin.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
From guava berry liqueur to, I don't know about sunsets in Marigot.
No, we talked about that. So we tend not to go too far at night.
Yeah.
So we might try to venture out one night to have some dinner or something, to try something new.
I mean, the main reason that we don't go out that much at night, or we kind of stay around Maho, is because the buses stop running
At 10.
Yeah, but after 8, they're kind of hard to come by.
They are a little harder.
So you don't see that many of them, and that's how we normally get around because it's cheap. If you watch any of our videos, you can get, from Phillipsburg to Maho for $3. So, and whereas you take a cab, it costs you $30. So, yeah, gotta be conservative with your money where you can be, for sure, because it's expensive.
We need to go on more vacations, so we have to take the buses.
Yep.
And eat cereal and eggs. Just kidding.
Yeah. Cook your breakfast and your lunch in your.
I mean, we love St. Maarten
room.
Yeah, but the one thing I will say that is probably the most expensive thing on the island is food.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
So
it does tend to be
prepare
quite
to
expensive.
spend most of your money on food.
I mean, even a cheap meal, something inexpensive, you're still looking at, $30 for 2 people,
or more,
easily.
Yeah. And that's lunch.
Yeah.
Not breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably pay at least that much for breakfast, but
At least.
and there aren't really that many cheap places to eat. So
not anymore. There was this place where we can get ribs for $8 all you can eat. And then it went to 15 or 16 and we're like, oh, this is still great. I don't know if they do it anymore.
We haven't been back there in a long time.
Since
George.
Before COVID.
Welcome in.
Hey, George. Been a long time.
And let's see. Down Under says, when you come down under, we figure a place to stay. Then it's dinner, lunch, and party.
Oosh. I don't know if I can come. I don't know if I can party anymore. I mean, I do all right, but
Well, that's what we normally do in St. Maarten to some extent, but
I think it's going to be a little less partying.
Maybe a little bit less party this year because
our kids have been training for MMA.
So they don't drink much anymore.
No, they're like hardcore. So that's going to be good. That's going to be a good influence for us, I think.
Maybe
it's going to make sure that we're hitting that pickleball court,
and
really working off all of that drink and eats that we're doing.
So anyway,
what else
are we going to do this?
I don't know.
I just don't know.
This is the first year that we have not planned.
Yeah, we haven't planned anything for this because the kids are going.
Yeah,
I pickleball too. Awesome. Yeah, so we've got courts. The courts that we first touched the pickleball and pickleball paddles on last year.
Yeah.
Got invited out by some people. Didn't know what we were doing at all. And now
we made a deal. I'll come play pickleball if you'll come to our Bloody Mary challenge.
Yep.
And so we did. Yep. After we played pickleball, we went and had a Bloody Marys. That was what we did.
And I can't say that we got hooked on it that day, for sure.
No, we did not. And yes,
I mean, we're like, okay.
It is very addictive.
It is.
We are addicts.
No doubt. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, look at the hat that he's wearing.
Yeah. Wearing my carbon hat.
I can't even touch the hat. Like, wait, ready? Yeah.
But yeah, so
that's what I'm hoping.
Sometimes you don't want to plan,
and we haven't spent a lot of time with the kids because they live in Texas, so we don't get to see them as much. So this is going to really be nice to have some quality time, and that's why I was kind of like, if you guys want to do something, we'll do whatever you guys want. And we said earlier that they have 2 small kids, so it's going to be a lot harder.
Ocean, welcome in.
Welcome. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, we're just talking about St. Maarten and how we don't really have any plans.
I think the one thing we definitely should do is go back to Parrottville. And
Okay.
hopefully
the kids might like that.
I think the kids would probably like that.
Yeah.
Even the smaller kids, seeing all the birds and having them fly right up to you and eat out of your little seed cup or whatever.
And I had to laugh because his youngest daughter says, I'd be fine with just hanging out at the pool all day. And I was like, yeah, your dad? No way. He goes, he had 2 hours maybe. That's it.
All right. He's being sold out. They're saying that we're going on the R&R cruise.
I know. Is that in November?
Yeah, that's the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. That's a tough week.
That is a tough week for us.
We'll talk about
we'll
y'all.
talk about it.
We'll see what we can do.
What we can do.
There's
It'd be cool. I mean, I remember getting some information
the
on
tree
it a while
decorating, there's the tree lighting, and then
back.
there's
God, I didn't even think about that. I was just thinking about work.
there's all of
not
that.
our town responsibilities.
Oh yeah, and the parade.
And the parade. Oh yeah. Christmas parade.
Right. We're not saying no, but we're
yeah, we'll have to look at it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look at it and see if we can rearrange some things and
see if it'd be possible.
I mean, every time I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna make it to that meeting, they're like, oh, where are you going this time? Like, well, yeah, St. Maarten. Where are we going? First I said, I don't even tell them where we're going. I'm like, where we go every year in April. St. Maarten.
Every year, almost every year since 2008.
If we can go, we'll go. And I know that we have some people out there that like to talk about gambling and casinos and stuff. And I'm just going to share a little tidbit. Apparently, my nephew is there. He took the week one of our weeks, and he texted my dad and his dad at like 1:30 in the morning the other night and said he won $2,000 at the casino on roulette. I was like, damn. We'll do what we can, I promise.
Yes. We will look into it.
We will try to make it work. That's all I can promise.
We'll try to make it work for sure, because I'd love to see a lot of the folks that are going on this. So.
Yes.
But anyway,
makes me want to go play roulette.
Yeah. Well,
not that I'll get as lucky as
I will say
I don't have as much to gamble as he does.
Yeah, I will say that my best luck gambling anywhere has been at Casino Royale in Maho.
Yeah.
We go in there on a budget. Our $20 a night, and more often than not,
you'll sit at the slots for hours.
I'll sit at the slots for hours, and I mean, more often than not, I've come out of there with, $200 or $300 at least one night that week.
And he doesn't share it, y'all.
I don't share it.
Do you share it?
Do you share yours?
You don't share yours.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't share yours, I'm not going to share mine.
It's $20. You're going to lose it in the machines. If you win anything, well, who's to say anything?
I mean, one year we did pretty good, and we bought watches.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was making almond coladas at the beach, and we were getting pretty hammered. And then we went and bought really expensive watches after. I still have it though. Yeah. And every day that goes off, and because now it's out here and it's at 10:15 instead of 9:15.
Yeah, I've had that for many, many, many years now, and the band's broken and it's not replaceable.
It's not. Why?
Because they don't make bands for that watch anymore. So.
Oh well.
What you gonna do?
Yeah.
But anyway.
So, anything else?
I can't think of anything.
When we leave on Sunday, early.
Leave Sunday. We're actually flying to Miami.
And we're meeting the kids in Miami.
And
then we're flying all the way to St. Maarten together. So that's cool.
Be on the same flight to St. Maarten. Be there for a week. And will we do a live stream next Wednesday?
Why not?
From St. Maarten.
Good. You guys want us to do a live stream from St. Maarten?
Won't be able to see anything at 9:00 at night, though.
No, you'll be able to see the pool.
Maybe.
Yeah, because the lights will be on.
Maybe so. Well.
Okay, so Sherry says yes. We need
Sherry
to do a
said
live
yes.
stream.
Yeah.
We could. Yeah, it would be kind of dark, but I'm sure there'll be some things you could see. We'll do it from the balcony or something.
Yeah, maybe we could do it from the balcony. Let's see.
Is there any metal out there?
I don't know.
You can put the thing on the door or whatever, and
Oh, you're talking about using the our camera?
yeah. Boy, what else would you use? How else would we? Oh, on
Laptop?
the computer. Oh,
I mean,
yeah. I got the laptop. I got to bring mine because I have payroll due, so I will be working.
Yeah.
Of course.
that's the way it goes.
I know.
When
So.
you own a business.
Oh, oh, they were. Did we say hello to them?
Oh,
welcome in.
Good evening. Welcome, the fam.
We're
And
looking for
for anybody that was not here when we first started, we hit 600 subscribers yesterday. So that's a big milestone for us. Yeah.
What's NTS? Tokyo to LA in May. Wow.
Wow.
What's 17? Oh, 17 nights.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a nice
nights.
long one.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's a one heck of a cruise there, George.
Yeah.
And you may have seen George in a couple of our videos.
Yeah, George and his wife Mary were on both of my birthday cruises.
Yep, they sure were.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so Parrotville is definitely on the possible to-do list. And Parrotville,
I think that we can make it more entertaining this year.
Yeah.
That was like our first video.
Oh yeah.
And yeah.
If you
don't watch it. Watch it, but don't watch it. Don't judge us.
Parrotville from 2 years ago was the very first video that I edited and published. So yeah.
And there was like a school class trip or something.
Yeah.
And all the birds were kind of stressed out because the kids were running around and stuff and like kind of getting up in there. And so we're hoping that this year will be a little calmer and it will be a little more fun. So
yeah.
And then we're hoping that the grandkids will kind of enjoy it because they're 2 and 4.
Yeah.
And so I don't know about the 2-year-old, but the 4-year-old might have some fun with it.
Probably still.
You think so?
Look at the birds.
Maybe.
With
all the colors and then and it's the time of year where there's babies and the families are in their houses and they're kind of just hanging out, looking over stuff and so we're gonna try it and see how it goes. And that's where we met Abby.
Yeah.
From she's aviation.
Abby's aviation. Yeah. Yeah. So she joins us on the live streams occasionally.
Yells at Nightbot all the time.
Yeah. That's Abby.
Thank you, Foodie.
Thank you, Foodie, for the congratulations. It's taken us almost 2 years to get here.
But look, a win is a win. So last year when we went to Helen, Georgia, which was in March, the beginning of March, we were less than 200 subscribers. We actually got our 200th subscriber there.
Yep.
And this year we were over 5
in Helen
when we were there.
And here we are.
Not even a month later, and we're 100 more. So, me too. 2 years. Yay.
Yep. So you keep plugging away, keep getting better at your craft. Learn things. In 2 weeks, we've got we've got a video coming out.
In like 2 weeks.
Well,
like
2 weeks from Saturday. Yeah, it's the Saturday, or maybe it's the Saturday after we come back. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Anyway, in a couple of weeks, you'll see a video, the video that premieres on Saturday, where we used some of our new music. So we've used the same intro and outro music for the past 2 years.
We have.
And
Corey's been busy changing it all up.
Busy creating songs.
Yes.
we decided to start incorporating those songs, or I decided to start incorporating those songs into our video production. So that video has a new intro, a new outro, and quite a few of the songs throughout the video are ones that I created on the fly for those videos. So
yeah,
pretty cool stuff. Yeah.
Oh, thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
You're not just saying that because you're still trying to sweet talk us, right? I'm just kidding. We will seriously see what we can do.
So, Foodie, if you missed last week's live stream, I went into detail about Suno, the AI music.
And there was
generator
somebody
that we
else. Billy was on there, and he was talking
Billy was
about
on
what
there.
he used,
which
was a different one.
Yeah, he used a different one. I think he said he used Udio, but Udio is not authorized for monetization.
Yeah.
And neither is Suno unless you have a subscription. But the subscription cost is, quite frankly,
it's less than $100 for a year.
Yeah, I mean it's less than $100 for a year. That's less than you'd spend on one person on an excursion.
I mean, just going to a nice dinner while you're on vacation.
To the extent that I use music and videos, and I'm always looking for a specific sound, it just made sense to me that I could have custom music for whatever I wanted it to be. Especially with the quality of music that it creates. Go back, watch last week's live stream. You don't have to watch the whole thing.
No, but if you have questions, ask him. He'll
and we created 2 songs during
on
that
the fly,
on the live stream.
And we found out who the real captain is.
Yes, we did. I saw someone post on the Facebook group for Helen. There was Darian said that it was Eddie Lugo said Darian said that Sherry was a real captain. And if you listen to that song that we created last week, I think Suno would agree with that. It sounded to me like Sherry came out on top.
Won the battles.
And won the battles. So,
Sherry.
Let's see. Down Under says, I enjoy people who have the same mindset as I do. Absolutely.
Yes, that's why we'd have a lot of fun.
Welcome in, Cruising Koozies.
Hello, Cruising Koozies. Love the name. Love the name.
And the real captain is not Billy.
Yes. So you guys heard it here first. The real captain is Sherry with Destination Fun.
Should we play that song?
Oh, I don't know.
That was such a fun
Sherry,
song.
do you want us to play the song? Do you still have it?
Yep. It's probably on the next page. I've made so many songs.
Who's Jack?
Oh, there we go. The Battle of Billy and
which one was the better one? The first one was the better one, if I remember.
One was the better one. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Down Under said
okay.
Play it.
So they asked for a metal polka song. And I'm like, okay, metal polka. I don't know what that's going to come up with. And so I told it, this is, who's the real captain, Billy or Sherry? And this is what Suno came up with. Let me share the screen so that you can see the words.
And Foodie made a comment about the real captain. If you want to put that up there.
No, let's
share screen. Oh,
there we go. Share screen.
And Helen, he wasn't the real captain. You see?
Not that one.
No.
Here we go.
Okay.
You guys hear that?
So interesting with the polka metal.
Billy stands, fist of steel. Sherry glares, a fiery seal. Captain's crown, battle's game. Only one shall stake their claim. Smash the sound, fists collide. One will win, the other denied. Laughter embrace. Warriors locked in brutal grace. Smash the sound, fists collide. One will win, the other denied. Laughter echoes, pain's embrace. Warriors locked in brutal grace. Billy roars, thunder's might. Sherry dances, swift in fight. Every swing, the stakes grow high. Victory shines, our dreams will die. Swords of will, no retreat. Bloodstained floor beneath their feet. Glorious clash, relentless war. Feel the pulse, hear the roar. Smash the sound, fists collide. One will win, the others deny. Laughter echoes, pain's embrace. Warriors locked in brutal grace.
I mean, this makes me just want to get up.
Billy staggers,
Billy staggers.
Harry strikes. The flames of battle, endless spice. The crowd erupts, the stakes ascend. Captain Glory, a bitter end.
That it?
Got a little bit of an outro.
Yeah, there's no more words, right? Okay.
Got some catchy music. That's for sure.
Billy staggers.
Oh, it says it
Sherry
again.
strikes. The flames of battle. Endless spikes. The crowd erupts. The stakes ascend. Captain Glory, a bitter
I don't know. It kind of did.
Yeah.
Was it?
That's the next one.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. That's kind
I
of
didn't
sounding
know.
like Sherry's the real captain there.
Kind of sounds like Sherry won the battle. Anyway, I just have so much fun with this. I mean, I never would have believed that AI could make music
and it kind of
that
really
sounded that.
Yeah, it makes
that
it kind
good.
of personal too on some of those things, and I mean polka metal, really.
Polka metal.
I mean, but that's fun.
It was fun.
Like I would put that in my like songs because that was fun.
Yep.
It's catchy.
It is kind of catchy.
Never thought I would ever say that in a million years. But
all right.
you know, I'm an 80s hairband girl.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys didn't know that about me, well, it is in a video because I've got the shirt on the Caribbean night. But that's my guilty pleasure.
Well, that hasn't even premiered yet, so.
Oh, well, you'll see soon.
You'll see. Yeah.
Lunch is over. Need to get back to work. All right.
Oh, thanks so much, Sean, for coming in.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
And I guess we're just going to call it a night with that, you know?
Yeah.
We
That
just kind of
Sherry's
came
the
on
real
and,
captain.
and chatted about stuff, so. Yeah.
And if you guys think of anything or whatever, let us know. We'll do it.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want Corey to do the jet blast challenge again and watch him get blown away by the play chicken with the airplanes?
Maybe we can catch
I'm not doing it.
the Air France this year because I missed it.
We always
Missed
it
last year. It took off in the wrong direction.
Yeah. So we're sitting there waiting, and we were waiting for
We were
quite
waiting,
a while.
waiting,
And you know, it's in the middle of the day. It's hot. And so we're waiting, and then all of a sudden we're like, we hear, and we like look, and there it goes. It's going the wrong way.
Yeah. Air France took off in the wrong direction. It's like,
Well, it wasn't the wrong. It just took off in a different direction.
Yeah.
Thank you, DeFama. We appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Great seeing you guys again in Helen. But all right. Well, I guess we're gonna.
I guess we'll bring it to you live from St. Martin next week. We'll have to set an alarm so we don't forget.
Yeah.
What are you looking at? Why aren't you looking at her?
I was gonna maybe. Do I have it in here? I might have it in here. Let's see.
Oh wait! Before you guys also. Oh, you're putting the thingy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys.
He's got to do his new fun stuff. But
get back to my fun stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Good night, everyone. Thanks
night.
for coming out. Really appreciate the support that you guys
Thank you
give
for coming
us.
out. Yes, it's always fun. But until next time, from peaks to tides.
We'll see you on the next ride.
From peaks